Recording in progress.
Good afternoon. My name is Kris Beck, and I will be leading you for an hour of yoga. This class will be geared towards someone who's leading more sedentary lifestyle, like a corporate offering. So the focus will be opening up the chest, relaxing the shoulders, the neck, opening the hips, stretching the hamstrings, maybe a little wrist engagement, wrist stretching. We have a couple of props. I've got 2 Indian blankets, and I've got 2 blocks, and I've got a bolster. But if you do not have any of these items, you can easily adapt this class to make it work for you. So let's start out in a nice, comfortable seated position. I'm sitting on a blanket, which is going to elevate my hips and help open up. If you'd like, you can sit on the floor. You can also, if you'd like, sit comfortably on a block if this easy sitting pose is not comfortable for you. I'd like for you to start out with your hands on your knees, and I want you to give me a nice big shoulder roll. Inhale, rolling the shoulders up to the ears and then rolling back. One more time. Inhale, big roll. Big roll, not shroll, and exhale, bring it back. Now I want you to close the eyes and let's take some awareness to our breath. Now, breath is important in yoga. Breath is important in life. As we breathe in, we let the breath enter the body through the nose. You feel the expansion in the chest, the rise, the expansion in the ribs, and hopefully we can bring the breath all the way down into the belly, feeling expansion. As you exhale, you feel the belly compress, the ribs, the chest fall, and feel the exhale go out through the nostrils. Inhale, breathing in, filling in the body, and exhale. I want you to just take a couple of more breaths. Whatever feels good for you, just try to make that exhale twice as long as the inhale. Really letting go of anything today. Focus on the breath, focusing here and now. You might even set an intention for your practice today. Maybe an intention to release any tension that you might be holding in the body. An intention of just relaxing and letting go for an hour. An intention of maybe stretching out your hips. Whatever is working for you today. A couple of more breaths. Then inhale, we're going to open our gaze. Exhale, release. We're going to inhale, bring our arms up. And then exhale, draw that left hand down. Root the sit bones as you lean. Lengthening through the right side of the body. Try not to let the chest collapse. Try to open up. Then inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, bring that left hand to your right knee, gentle twist to the back, taking it as far as you feel comfortable. And inhale, bring your arms up, let your gaze go to the front. And then exhale, bring that right hand down, left arm reaches to the right. Again, root the sit bones and lengthen the side of the body. Inhale, bring your hands up. And then exhale, bring that right hand to the left knee, turn and look to the back. Inhale, let your gaze go up, hands come up, and then exhale, let's bring our hands down to prayer. When you're ready, we're going to come to table position. Hands are underneath our shoulders, knees are underneath our hips. If you'd like, you can take the blanket underneath your knees for a little bit of a cushion if you feel any pressure in the knees. Now, from here, I want you to just lean back and forward, just rocking back and forth, feeling any kind of stretch through the wrists, through the forearms. If it's too much pain, you can just stay in table, moving back and forth. If you'd like to have a little bit more, you can bring your hands to the sides and rock side to side. It's a little bit more of an intense stretch in the wrists. Again, do what feels good for you. And then return back to table. Hands coming forward. Inhale, let's extend that right leg straight back. If you'd like, you can exhale, extend that right arm. Hold, belly button to spine. You can also, if this is too much and you're finding it hard to maintain that position, you can put your right toes down onto the mat. But staying here in bird dog. Then inhale, we're going to bring that left hand down. Exhale, take that right leg, cross it over, and then let your gaze go over your left shoulder if you feel comfortable. Inhale, bring it back to center. And then exhale, see if you can bring that right leg out to the side. Sit as far back as you can. Now I can't go as far back on this side, so you can always take your blanket or your block and give yourself a little bit of cushion behind. Three-legged child's pose. Inhale, we're going to come back up. Exhale, extend that right leg back. Draw those right toes into the mat. Inhale, see if you can lift that left leg up to a three-legged dog. And then exhale, bring that left foot forward. Right knee comes down, top of the right foot comes down. Again, if you have feel any too much sensation in the knee, you can take your Indian blanket and place it right underneath the knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up, squeeze the glutes, supporting that low back. If it's too much to have hands overhead, you could always bring your hands back down. But try to open up the chest. Then exhale, bring your hands down. Inhale, shift your weight back. Again, if you've got tight hamstrings and you've got some blocks, which I should have had closer to me, you can use your blocks to raise the floor up higher to you so you can more easily sit back. So we can be without the blocks or with the blocks, whatever needs to be. Then we're going to inhale, come back to that lunge. Hands come down, exhale, just swing that leg back to table. So we're going to do the other side. Inhale, let's extend that left leg out. If you feel solid, belly button to spine, exhale, extend that right arm. Toes can always come down. Couple more breaths. Then inhale, bring that right hand down. Exhale, take that left leg, cross it over your right, and let that gaze go over your right shoulder. Inhale, let's bring it back to center. Drop bring that leg out to the left side. Again, if child's pose is difficult for you, you can take that blanket or that block behind the knee, sit back, three-legged child. Inhale, we're going to come up. Exhale, swing that left leg back. Draw those left toes into the mat. Inhale, lift that right leg up. Exhale, bring that right foot forward between your hands. Drop that left knee, release the left foot. Blanket can go underneath the knee if there's too much sensation. Inhale, rise up, low lunge. Again, if this is too much to raise the hands overhead, hands can come down. Squeeze that left glute. And inhale, bring your hands down either to the floor or to the two blocks. Exhale, shift your weight back. Half split. Utilizing the blocks brings the floor higher to you, which will help you maybe stretch that straighten that leg out just a little bit more. Now inhale, let's come back to that lunge. We are curling those left toes. Lift up and see if you can step back now to your first down dog. Spread the fingers, press the knuckles into the mat. Now walk your feet forward towards your hands. Deep, nice, generous bend into the knees. Grab those elbows and hang. Ragdoll. Now, nod your head. Shake up and down. You might sway side to side, whatever feels good in your body. And then take it up one vertebra at a time. Roll the shoulders back. Good. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, swan dive, arms down to fold. We're going to inhale, bring that right foot back 45 degrees. And we're going to inhale up, find that warrior one. We're trying to draw those ribs and chest towards the front of your mat. Now exhale, let's open the hips up to the side of the mat, coming to warrior two. Relax the shoulders, feel extension through the fingertips. Keep that torso right over the hips. Now inhale, come forward to side angle. Rolling that arm down and back to open. Think about opening up that chest. Then exhale, rise up, come to reverse warrior. Same legs, just taking that left arm up and back. Now inhale, we're going to windmill the arms down. Exhale, see if you can walk your hands to the right. Let that left foot follow. Inhale, exhale, walk down. You can grab your elbows and hang. You can bring a block and just bring your hands to it. Focus on folding. Notice the sensations you feel in the hamstrings. Then inhale, we are going to let our gaze go up. Exhale, walk your hands back to the front. So that left foot is going towards the front of your mat, and that right heel is still 45 degrees. We're going to inhale, windmill the arms up, and find warrior two again. Bring the focus to that front knee. Make sure it's going the same direction as those toes. Now inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale, reach forward and down, triangle. Hand can come to the shin, or you can always utilize a block. Bringing it in front, trying to stack the shoulders, stack the hips. Inhale, let's bring both hands down to the mat. Come up on that back toe, runner's lunge. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Move in that dog. Now on your next breath, inhale, let's bring that right foot forward. Left heel comes in 45 degrees. We are going to inhale, rise up, warrior one. Again, trying to bring that chest and ribs forward. Relax the shoulders. Then exhale, open to a warrior two. So as the hips were in neutral position for warrior one, we are now externally rotating, opening them up to the side of the mat. Inhale, come forward, circling the arm down and around to open the chest, side angle. Then exhale, rise up. Reverse warrior. Inhale, windmill the arms down. Exhale, walk your hands to the left. Let that right foot follow to the side of the mat. Again, inhale, exhale, walk yourselves down to fold. If you'd like, you can reach over and grab your big toe, middle finger, index finger, and pull yourself down. Do what feels good for you. Think of your pelvis as a bucket and let the water spill forward in this fold. Then inhale, let your gaze go up. Exhale, walk your hands back to the front of the mat. So your right foot is now going to the front of the back, and we're adjusting that left heel in, again, 45 degrees. Inhale, windmill the arms up. Back to that warrior two. Knee and toes going towards the front of the mat. Hips opening up to the side. Then exhale, straighten that front leg. Inhale, reach forward and down. Hand on the shin, block, floor, whatever works for you. Opening up. And inhale, bring both hands down, coming up on your back toe for that runner's lunge. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Now let's drop down to our knees, take a break, find child's pose. Again, if you have, this is not a comfortable position for you, whether you have tight hips or some crunchy knees, a blanket behind your knees to support the hips is quite lovely. And when you're ready, let's move the blanket and find downward facing dog. Curling the toes, pressing the knuckles in the back into the mat, lifting the hips, broadening the back. Inhale, let's bring that right foot forward, outside the right hand, knee, left knee comes down and releases. So this knee is right outside your right shoulder. I invite you to stay here, or you can utilize your block, bringing your elbows down to your block, Or you don't have to have a block at all. Come all the way down. Listen to your hips. Breathe into the hips. That didn't work. Well, never mind. Picking your poison. We're going to stay here for a couple breaths. And inhale, we're going to walk our hands up. Now on your exhale, I'd like for you to move that right foot over to the left to find pigeon. If pigeon is not comfortable for you, you have a couple of options. You can take one of your Indian blankets, place it underneath the hip to support. You can take a block, or if it's just too much sensation in the hips for you, come to a reclined figure four. Find what works for you. Inhale, exhale, walk out. Coming to reclined pigeon. Again, we're going to stay here for a few breaths. Inhale, let's let our gaze go up. Exhale, walk your hands in. Now, I want you to turn your body onto your mat. So you're just going to turn to the left. That right heel stays in and that left leg is out 45 degrees. We're going to inhale our arms up, lengthening the spine, and then exhale, lean towards that left leg. Focus on opening up, spiraling that rib cage up. And inhale, come on up. Bring your fingertips directly forward in front of you. Inhale. You're going to exhale, walk out as far as you can, coming forward. Now, as you come forward, you're going to notice this left hip is going to want to come up. Try not to let that right hip come up. And just lean as far forward as you can. So it might not be very far. And that's okay. And inhale, walk your hands up. Exhale, release. We're going to roll to the front of the mat. Curl the left toes. Make your way back to a downward facing dog. Now inhale, bring that left foot forward outside your left hand, knees outside the shoulder. Drop that right knee, release the right foot. Remember your options. You can stay here on your hands. You can use a block coming down to the elbows, bringing that floor closer to you, or you can come all the way down to the mat. Whatever works for you. Find a position where you can be comfortable for about 5 breaths. And when you're ready, inhale, walk your hands up. Remove the block if you have it, and then you're going to make your left foot walk over to the right, slide back. Remember your options. You can place an Indian blanket underneath your left hip, a block, or you can easily come into a reclined figure 4. Whatever works for you. Listen to your body. Notice the sensations you feel. Inhale, exhale, walk out as far as you can. And inhale, let your gaze go up. Exhale, walk your hands in. And again, we're turning our bodies onto our mat. So our left heel's coming in as far as you feel comfortable. This right leg is going out 45 degrees, out to the side. We're going to inhale, bring the arms up, lengthening the body, and then exhale, leaning to the right, rotating that chest up. Open, 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 open heart, open. And inhale, we're going to rise up. Fingertips come directly forward. Inhale, exhale, walk out as far as you can. Again, you're going to notice this right hip's going to try to rotate up. Try to push it back, letting the sit bones remain grounded. And lean as far forward as you can. Don't push it, just breathe. Inhale, let's walk our hands up. We're turning our bodies towards the front of the mat. Curl the toes, step back, finding downward facing dog. forward to a seated position. And we're going to extend both legs forward. Inhale, we're going to bring this left heel up as high as you can. Now, if you have any knee issues, you're just going to not have to bring that foot as close. If it doesn't feel comfortable and you're feeling pressure in your knee, bring that foot farther out. But we're bringing it as high up onto our right inner thigh as we can. Hands go on either side of the finger on your knee. I want you to inhale and then exhale, walk slowly out, focusing on drawing the pelvis like a bucket, spilling it forward. Have the action of the fold start in the hips as you come forward. Come as far as you can, focus and breathe. We're going to inhale, let our gaze go up. Exhale, walk our hands up. We're going to inhale, draw the arms up. And then exhale, cactus the arms. Open the chest, let the heart shine. So let's dust the cobwebs off the upper back and the shoulders and let it open up from being sitting at a desk all day. And inhale, rise back up, and then exhale, give me a gentle twist. Right hand to your left knee. Twist as far as you feel comfortable. Think about pushing that right heel forward, which will let the pelvis move forward a little bit more, maybe making that twist just a little bit easier. Inhale, let your gaze go forward. Exhale, release. Excellent. Left leg's going to come forward. Again, we're going to slide that right foot up as high as your body feels comfortable doing. Hands on either side of the left knee. Again, the movement of the fold starts in the pelvis. Inhale. Exhale, spill the bucket forward. And then let the spine soften. Head is a natural extension of the shoulders. Couple more breaths. Inhale, let your gaze go up. Exhale, walk your hands in. Again, we're going to inhale. Lengthen spine, reaching up. Exhale, cactus arms, open the chest. Bring those shoulder blades as close together as you can. Knocking off the cobwebs of the day. Then inhale, reach back up. Exhale, bring that left hand to your right knee. Gentle twist to the back again. You might think about pressing that left heel forward. Letting the pelvis come forward a little on that side. Inhale, let's let our gaze go forward. Exhale, release. Draw your knees up and gently bring yourself back onto the mat. Draw the knees in the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Now inhale, I want you to extend that left leg down. On your exhale, I want you to bring that right heel up towards your left inner thigh. So you're like in tree pose, but on the floor. Let's bring those elbows, our arms, I should say, into a W position. So again, we're working on some shoulder opening, some chest opening, hip opening, and just close the eyes to just open up the front of the body for a few breaths. Now inhale, we're going to draw that right knee back into the chest. This time exhale, drop that right knee over to the left, extend that right arm, and let your gaze or your drishti go to the right if it feels comfortable. You might even place this left hand onto your right knee to gently push it down. Don't force anything. Just breathe and try to relax into it. Inhale, draw the knee back to center, and then exhale, extend it back down. So inhale, let's now draw this left knee into the chest. Exhale, bring that left heel in as high onto your right leg as you can, letting that knee open. Again, bringing your arms to a W. Now, what if this isn't comfortable for you? You can just bring your arms to the side or even overhead, whatever you want. Just try to find a position that you can open up the shoulders. You might even place an Indian blanket underneath if it feels good and comfortable for you. And if you have that, or roll up a towel. Couple of breaths here. And inhale, we're going to draw that left knee into the chest again. Then exhale, drop that left knee over to the right. Extend that left arm, let your gaze go to the left. Breathe. inhale, draw that left knee back to center. This time, exhale, bring that right knee in. Now, inhale, you can draw your knees out to the sides, trying to draw those knees out to the armpits, or you can come to happy baby. Now, you don't have to grab the bottoms of the feet. You can grab ankles, or you can just bring your knee, grab behind your knees. Do what feels comfortable. You might rock side to side. You might extend one leg or the other, however you want to be right now, whatever stretches you want to complete. This is your time. Now bring your feet together and see if you can drop those feet down to the mat. The closer your feet are to the body, the more intense you're going to feel the stretch. So if you need to, bring those feet farther away. Now you might rest your hands on your thighs or to the side. We're just taking this last opportunity to open up the hips. Then inhale, draw those knees back together. You might use your hands to assist. And then exhale, one more knees into the body. Hug yourself. See if you can draw that tailbone off the mat. Now we're going to make our way down to Shavasana. So there's a couple of things that you can do to make Shavasana a little bit more lovely. You can take, if you have a block and some Indian blankets, you can set yourself up quite lovely. You can roll this up, place it underneath your knees, which will help support any low back issues you might have. I like to put a block underneath my head, like a little pillow, which helps to tuck that chin in and helps quiet the mind just a little bit more. Because as we try to relax down, it seems like our mind tries to become a little bit more active. If you have another Indian blanket, you can cover yourself if you get cold. So those are some wonderful options you might have. So find that position for you that's comfortable, that you can settle in. If you have any, like I said, you can use a blanket or put on some extra clothing if you'd like. And then let us settle in to some stillness. I want us to focus on 3 rounds of guided breath. So when you find a position where you feel like you can settle, I want you to take a deep breath in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now find a rhythmic breath that works for you, that soothes you. And as we focused on the breath, let's focus on the body. Scanning from the crown of your head, we allow any sensations to occur that come to us. Noticing them, acknowledging them. As we get deeper into our bodies, if you start to notice yourself straying, take it back to the breath. The deep inhales, the long exhales, bringing it back to you. Back to the sensations in the body. Back to the present moment. On your next breath, begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, gently bringing yourself back to awareness, back to the room. As you exhale, draw the arms overhead And you're going to inhale, reach to each end of the room. If you have the block, remove it from behind your head. And then exhale, draw the knees to the chest. Wrap your arms around your knees. You might rock side to side, releasing any leftover back tension. When you're ready, you can roll to either side, right or left, coming into a fetal position, extending your arm underneath your head. Taking a few deep breaths. And then whenever you're ready, gently press yourself up into a seated position. Bringing hands to heart center. Thank you for practice. Thank you for your support. Namaste.